sites, it's removed as soon as possible. Delete Me is a part of my holistic approach to security and privacy. All right, so today is a every 3 months to send full day for the Push Pull Legs Challenge by at Derby that I'm doing with my friend Angela Stevens. Make sure y'all go follow her at Angela Stevens 21 on YouTube. She's doing the same challenge as I am. For today's challenge, it's 4 exercises: bicep curls, bent over rows, shrugs, and alternating bicep curls. 8 to 12 reps, 4 sets per reps. So that's what we're doing today. Alright. And then between each exercise, they give you a 2-minute rest. And I rest between 30 seconds and a minute between sets as well. So it just depends on how hardcore it is. With these 35-pound weights, certain exercises are a little harder than others. So we'll just see. Alright, let's get it. Tech support scams and in-browser malware as well. An example is cryptojackers, which hijack your computer's resources to use them as a crypto miner. Browser lockers, which are used by tech support scammers to scare you into paying to unlock your browser. Now, while it is technically free, Malwarebytes is known to be kind of annoying about asking you to upgrade to a paid account. You don't have to, you can just use it for free, but the insistence of to upgrade can be a criticism. I personally am okay with paying for great service, though, so do consider it if upgrading is within your budget. My third recommendation is IronVest, which is also made by my sponsor of that earlier portion of today's video, Avine. This one is really neat because it's a password manager, but it also can mask your email address and create virtual credit card numbers whenever you shop online. Now, this one is a paid service if you want to use the masking techniques, but I think masking is good because you can hide your actual email address behind a masked one, and you wouldn't have to give out your actual credit card number whenever you're shopping online, which can protect against digital skimming, which is called e-skimming. E-skimmers on websites are heavily used during the holiday months to steal credit card numbers, so now's the perfect time to be on high alert for these kinds of attacks. Number 4 is the VPN extension. Now, this one's kind of different because generally I do not use a VPN extension in my browser. Instead, I use a desktop app and a mobile app for my VPN, which in turn encrypts all of my data instead of just what's happening in my browser. So in that case, I tend to use Proton VPN, which is not in 14 ICE countries. It ranks really high in my opinion for privacy and security, but I wanted to include extension options anyway in case this is your preference instead. There are a lot of VPN extensions to choose from. I don't trust all of them. A lot of folks, though, really like ExpressVPN or CyberGhost. My experience has also been really good with PIA VPN, which is Private Internet Access VPN, for many years. So that's my recommendation for an extension, since it gives me the ability to choose like specific countries to proxy through, and the interface is really simple to use. Number 5 is a new one that you probably have not heard of yet, but if you have stuck around this long in this video, don't forget to click subscribe for more content like this, and also a huge shout out to my newest Patreon supporters, Josh and Noah, and huzzah to the generous givers of Lofgren for the tip over on Buy Me a Coffee. Links to membership options are down below. All of them give you early access to videos before they go public. Okay, so that number 5 is a more recent life hack for Google Chrome. It's called Super Agent. You know how sites now ask you constantly to accept cookies with those little pop-up windows, and you have to click accept or choose your preferences before it will let you do anything on the site? I have noticed that a lot of folks will just hit accept every time for everything and not create preferences for each site because it can take away valuable time. It's annoying. You get fatigued from clicking accept all the time, which often also means that you're giving websites the choice to track you with advertising cookies. So Super Agent chooses your cookie preferences for you, and you can customize this in the extension as well, skipping the need for you to do the clicks on each site that you visit. It will automatically set those preferences for each site that you visit. It will go through and close that pop-up for you, in turn saving time and potentially giving you better privacy. It is really cool, and I recently started using it, and I have already noticed that it has saved me a lot of valuable time as opposed to having to go in and click preferences for every single website with all these cookies. Thank you, GDPR, but also so annoying. Some other extensions to Notate, which are also very important. You should be using a password manager. I really hope that you are. I did a video earlier this year listing my, was it 5 or 6? It was my favorite paid password managers.
Definitely getting a good pump today already.
So it has been a while since I talked about 2000s horror movies. Now, if you're new around here, one of my controversial opinions, the 2000s is one of the best decades of horror. It is my personal favorite. I can't say it's the best because that is a subjective opinion, of course, but it is the best to me. It is my favorite era of horror, specifically the early 2000s, late 90s, early aughts. That's typically the era that I love the most. But today we're talking about the 2000s, just in general, from 2000 to 2009. Here are 10 hidden gems from that era. Now, of course, a lot of these are streaming, and I will tell you exactly where they are streaming. But if you're not in the US, that is where NordVPN comes into play. I've been using NordVPN for years at this point, and it is one of my favorite resources to find horror movies streaming that
In this video, I've rated my top 5 could be introduced by for 2023, including the price and features, and stay to the end of the video to let you know exactly which one I recommend. And surprisingly, it's not this one. Welcome back team, I'm Steve, qualified personal trainer from Stag Fitness. We'll start with the lowest price Fitbit first, and we can work our way up from there. First of all, we have the Fitbit Inspire 2 and 3. I've still included the Inspire 2 as it's still available to buy on the Fitbit website, and it retails for $49.99 in the UK and the US. With the new Inspire 3 retailing for $84.95, and these are great fitness trackers with an impressive 10-day battery life, and will track all the basic fitness features helping to lose weight and hit those daily weight goals. Both the Inspire 2 and 3 will track your heart rate, active zone minutes. This is the time spent in each heart rate zone. There's connected GPS, so you can track your walks, runs, and rides as long as you have your you're like me and you do want to save yourself some money, then built-in GPS isn't a must-have. So as long as you have your phone with you, the Inspire 2 and 3 will have you covered with a cardio fitness score, daily rhythm score, multiple exercise modes to track your basic activities like running, cycling, and weightlifting. It's water up to 50 meters.
That's it.
Heart rate, sleep, steps, and calorie burn. So at this price point, you have everything you need over your fitness or weight loss journey. Now, the latest Inspire 3 over the frame also come with SpO2 food tracking, high and low heart rate notifications, climate quote, and always on mode, and more importantly, that colour display. It's not super bright, but it's a vast improvement of the previous Inspire 2 display, which is black and white and was a real struggle to read in bright indicator. So now you only get 6 months free trial of Fitbit Premium on the new Inspire 2, but still available
Alright,
on the Inspire
that's
2.
it, girl done. For my 2-minute rest, it's gonna be bent over the roads. Timer. I'll make me some tea. Be right back.
Next, just over the 100 mark, is the Fitbit Lux and the Charge 5. Both devices share the same base features, and the Charge 5 comes with a few extra features over the Lux, which you would expect from that extra money. The only feature the Lux does have over the Charge 5 is relaxed breathing sessions. The Charge 5 in the UK retails for £129.99, and the Lux is £109.99 in the US. The Charge 5 retails for £149.95 and £129.95 for the Lux. Remember, all the prices I do mention are the official retail prices, so I'll leave a link below so you can check out the latest prices and offers. Now, even at this price point, you still get a stainless steel case on the Lux and Charge 5 for a more premium feel, and you still get all the features I've already mentioned on the Inspire 3. So heart rate, sleep, steps, and calorie tracking is all here. Personally, I like the chunky design of the Charge 5 compared to the thin, elegant design of the Lux. Let me know in the comments below if you prefer the Charge 5 or the Lux. The Lux is designed with more of a fashion focus in mind. Even the special edition Lux is a piece of jewelry. The special edition is a lot more money. If you do decide to go with that one, just remember you won't be getting any extra features from the price. So it still has less features than the Charge 5. Now, battery life is still good, considering you now have 5 colours to choose. You have 5-day battery life on the Lux and a 7-day battery life on the Charge 5. Then over the Lux, the Charge 5 also comes with built-in GPS, as an ECG for heart rhythm assessments, high and low heart rate notifications, an EVA scanner for stress management, and Fitbit Pay. Now, I have no idea what Google and Fitbit were thinking with the Versatile, as now the Versatile has lost out of the Google systems, and now it's Google and Fitbit. I thought we had a lot more features now it's Google and Fitbit, but it's not the case, and it's the same with the Sense 2. More on that. The Versatile retails for $229.95 in the US and $199.99 in the UK.
Alright, let's do some roads.
Virtually the same device. Apart from the Versatile having improved software, the new digital one is now in a more convenient position,
Dad,
and that is now not starting to
I'm level 7 now.
active phone minutes, built-in
On
GPS, cardio fitness score,
What's up?
daily rhythm score,
I got a new sword. 2 new swords.
it's water resistance, up to 50 meters, you can track your floor time,
Say hi to everybody.
to blood oxygen tracking, irregular heart rhythm notifications, blood glucose tracking, multiple
Hey,
sleep
I'm streaming, so everybody can see it if they want to.
Alexa, colour display, 6-month membership of Fitbit Premium, and a 6-day battery life. All Versatiles are available on the Versa 3. They're just not available at launch on the Versa 4, as those will be coming soon, along with a few extra features, which include Google Maps and Google Wallet. Now, the extra money you pay for here over the Charge 5 is for that smartwatch experience, as you can now make calls and respond to texts on the wrist instead of just receiving notifications. For example, the Versatile is the Fitbit Sense 2. Like the Versatile, the Sense 2 has lost and gained the same features, and surprisingly, it no longer comes with a stainless steel case, which is a shame. It did give us a more premium feel over the Versatile, as now they look almost identical. The Sense 2 retails for $299.95 in the US and $269.99 in the UK. This time around, you'll only have to tell your partner to put on
2 down, 2 to go, television on the roads.
over the Versatile for those extra sensors that do focus more on your health. With an ECG for heart rhythm assessments, a skin temperature sensor, all-day body response tracking with notifications, and an EVA scanner for stress management. And just remember, if you do want a more detailed breakdown of all the devices I do mention, then check out my playlist up there, as this will have you covered. new Google Pixel Watch. I sent the Fitbit Sense 2 back to them, and they tell you now that was a big mistake. That's because, and it being Google's flagship model, I thought the Pixel Watch would come with all the features of the Fitbit Sense 2 and more, and it's just not the case. More on that later. The Google Pixel Watch retails for $349.99 in the US and $339 in the UK for the Wi-Fi version. Then you'll be paying slightly more if you want the LTE option. The main reason I ordered the Pixel Watch was for that clean looking look and that really nice big display that is customizable just like an Apple Watch. It's a nice looking smartwatch. On the wrist, the Pixel Watch just feels a little small, even though it's around the same size as the Fitbit Sense 2. I just wish it was a little bit bigger, but then if it was, I suspect the battery life would be even worse than it is now. I can't even get a full day battery life out of it, and it only has to track me working out up to 1 hour a day. So it's not like I'm pushing it through its paces. You don't even get the fast charging that comes with the Sense 2. With just a 12-minute charge, you get a full day's battery life, and the Sense 2 still lasts up to 6 days. What's going on here? I thought the new Pixel Watch was going to be the ultimate Fitbit, but that's not the case, as it's still the Sense 2. At least for fitness, you still get the basic fitness features that you will need. So again, heart rate, sleep, step, and calorie tracking is here, and you'll still be using this with the Fitbit app, even though it comes with its own app just for setting it up. Now again, what's strange with the new Pixel Watch compared to the Sense 2 is that the Google Watch at least comes with Google Assistant included. Unlike the Sense 2, it does lose that on Alexa, and you will be getting those extra health sensors that come with the Sense 2. So which one should you buy? If you're on a budget and you can stretch the charge time, then go with Apple, as when you start upgrading to the Quest 4 onwards, you will be getting too many extra features. Plus you still get a stainless steel case and a colourful display. So hopefully Fitbit don't lose that in the future. Otherwise, you could just ask for a fitness tracker to track all your weight tips and the drive the new Inspire 3. As its battery life and performance all the best, you only need extra sensors on the Sense 2 if you want to keep an overall track of your heart health, as it may play some little and then you'll be able to pass all that data on to your doctor. Now for the Pixel Watch, it's still a great device and it does what it needs to do. It just doesn't focus on fitness as well as it should. I'll recommend making it mine to see what Google do bring out. Now if you are one of them, if Fitbit Premium is worth it over the free version, then check out the next video that I'll have in production.
3 down, 1 to go.
Hello, welcome to the video. So today it's going to be a little bit different. I had my friend Des she actually came and we were able to do a interview in person. I've been with us for quite a while. And we had a quite a lengthy talk about her journey, losing a ton of weight, having different like, weight loss surgeries, having complications from certain surgeries. She's had a pretty insane story, and she was very open about everything. This video is probably more of a podcast than anything, so feel free to like watch the entire video. Obviously, when
I think I'm going to switch to my
and as you can see with the runtime, it was a super long
50-pound kettlebells for the shrugs, so I can get a little bit more pump in my traps.
Interview type videos where you
So that's the only
share
switch.
their story, because I do think that everyone's story is unique and you can learn something from every single person. So again, Des, thank you so much for doing this. If you're interested, I'll leave all the links in the description so you can go ahead and follow her. But yeah, without further ado, thanks so much for coming here. Thank you. Really appreciate it. I haven't done an interview person on in a while, so I apologize for kind of rusty.
The roll is done.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're great at the camera. I'll try not to interrupt too much, okay? I get too excited. Steve actually doesn't interrupt me. Yeah, we'll see. You interrupt me. It's supposed to be your story, not mine, okay? Okay, so recently, so I obviously know who you are for a while. Like you're friends with a lot of my friends. Right. No, I know you're pretty good face. But it was brought to my attention that there's been a lot of like surgeries and then complications and then even videos about those that have gone kind of like viral with a lot of the algorithm. People have been talking about, right? And so that's kind of how I came to I don't want to say know who you are, but like that's been something that's been happening recently. Before we get into that, because I like these videos to be about the person and how they got to the point that you even want to consider getting weight loss surgery, right? And so, tell me the story of how you got to your highest weight, and then what was your click moment of deciding, what, I think surgery is, the choice for me. This is what makes sense, and go from there.
Okay, yeah. So, for those of you guys who don't know, my name's Stephanie. years old, and I was nearly 300 pounds. I was avoiding the scale because I had seen 298, and I knew I was hitting 300 any day. So at that point, I was never going to be stepping on the scale to face that reality. Absolutely not. So that's when I started exploring weight loss surgery. But I got to push it back even further because my weight gain has been, like, not my weight gain, the issue of.
All right, 4 sets of 10 shrugs. Let's get one down, 3 to go.
Conservatives find an unlikely ally to ban football. This is going to be about a month, I assume, because we're talking about Dearborn. She told me on the phone what she had figured out. She said that she figured out that my bandmates and I were all Satanists, and that we get together every weekend to perform rituals. And that was kind of the best case scenario. And then she sort of moved on to express her
2 down, 2
belief.
to go.
In addition to that, that I was some kind of demon, and that I was possessing her and manipulating her and haunting her house and possessing her kids all at the same time. And that was pretty much the beginning of the very worst week of my entire life.
This is the Q Dropped podcast. Stories of relationships torn apart by food. You've heard a lot of stories about parents who've been lost down the rabbit hole here on the Q Dropped podcast. We have a story about a son who has all but completely alienated his family as a result of his Q beliefs. But what we haven't covered much yet are stories of partnerships that have been negatively affected by
3
Q.
down,
Often
1 to
people
go.
ask us why or point that out, and our guest today is one of those people. Kurt grew up to to us not so long ago and pointed out that we had covered a lot of stories about parents, but none about losing the love of their life. He told us he had lost his soulmate to Q, and we hadn't covered any stories like his. And it's almost true. We haven't had a regular episode on this podcast about a partnership in ruins over QAnon, but we have posted a patron-only episode along these lines to our Patreon. There is good reason for why we haven't covered many stories like that, and I told Kurt that it was simply that we had asked plenty of people whose marriage or romantic partnership had been affected by QAnon, but they had, for the most part, declined our requests. And I totally understand. I think enduring a divorce with children involved or losing your best friend to this sort of thing is a lot more challenging and painful to talk about than it is to talk about not being able to recognize your parents anymore. We're all intellectually prepared for the fact that one day we're going to lose our parents, whether it's to dementia, old age, or another illness. We are supposed to outlive them, and we're supposed to learn to go on once they're gone. But when it comes to our
Strike's
partners,
done. Last minute alternating bicep curls for the finisher.
see why losing a partner would be infinitely harder to talk about. In fact, just about every single person we have asked to talk about their loss through love has said that they simply can't find the energy to talk about it. It's too exhausting. It's tearing open the wound again. So yes, we have not covered lost significant others on this podcast, with the exception of the one patron-only episode. But it is not for long. When I
Sorry,
explained
Your
this
tea's
to
done.
Kurt and asked if he would be interested in telling his story, he graciously accepted. So before we even start, I want to thank Kurt for opening up to us about this painful experience, because this is a perspective we need to explore. I also want to remind you that you can get an ad-free version of this episode on our Patreon, as well as the patron-only episode, and you can also hear some extras from my interview with Kurt at the link in the show notes. John and I had no idea what we were about to hear when we sat down to chat with Kurt. This story is by far the most gutting and emotional story I've heard so far for so many reasons. But what is it is how gentle, unassuming, and compassionate Kurt seems to be. We got to talk to him on a video call, and right away I could see he was about my age, Generation X. He was quiet and seemed very collected, unpretentious, humble, and you'll hear when you listen to him, he's got a way with words. Just a wonderful ability to put words together and paint a picture. So when he got to the meat of the story, which is nothing short of completely shocking, I think both John and I had our jaws on the floor and our hearts were just breaking over this man. This was not an easy story to listen to. I imagine it was not an easy story to share with us, but it is a story we have to hear because it gets right to the heart of why QAnon and Q-adjacent beliefs are so deeply harmful to our most cherished relationships. So let's jump into Kurt's tale of heartbreak, betrayal, and fear. Kurt is an artist and a craftsman.
So I make a living.
One down.
Artist,
Here you go.
musician, and I am a lover of natural beauty. And I live in the mountains, in the Rockies, out of the water. I do several different types of woodworking. I make custom picture frames for some furniture. And kind of
Kurt met his ex-partner over 20 years ago.
We first met, I want to say, back in the summer of 2002. We were co-workers, and she was on a break. She was attending college in the East, and she was home for a summer break, and we had a summer romance. And then the summer ended, and we social media, and then we both ended up back in the town that we originally met in. And by that point, she had gotten married and she had a couple of kids.
It would seem the attraction between Kurt and his ex had never fizzled out.
She approached me and she said that she knew that her marriage was ending and that they were separating, and that she still had feelings for me that she wanted to explore.
2 down, 2 to
That
go.
turned into a 2-year relationship.
From the way Kurt described it to me, it sounds like they had an incredibly equal and mutually respectful relationship from the get-go.
She was very supportive of me, and I was very supportive of her because she was going through the emotions and stresses dealing with the divorce. She estimated that it would take a couple of months to be finalized, and it was longer than a year. But during that time, that initial time, when she knew her marriage was over and we were starting a relationship again, we became very close very fast. It was, like I said, it was supportive, but it was also very passionate and very deeply loving. We had had that experience before. We had that summer romance decade before, or longer, and so we kind of had those passions to reignite. And very quickly it became a deeply loving and also very emotionally supportive relationship.
Despite their happiness, things had to be kept under wraps for the first few months.
They were still married, technically, I guess, and she didn't want our relationship to be public first.
3 down, 2 to go.
She had 2 small kids involved, so we were kind of secret at first, just because she didn't want our relationship complicating her divorce. I could hang out with her younger kid because we wasn't talking yet, but I couldn't hang out with her older kid, so it kind of limited the amount of time we could spend together.
But eventually, things got much easier.
We pretty much made it through those rough times, with each other as support. Her divorce finally went through, and things settled in that area. And we reached a point where it was kind of smooth sailing. Like we could be more open with our relationship. We could go out and do things. I was starting to develop a relationship with the older kid, and so we were kind of cruising, and it was really nice for a while.
Kurt's girlfriend was a spiritual woman.
She was raised Catholic, but in her adult life, it wasn't a big part of her life. I think through her family, she sort of maintained involvement in the Catholic Church, but she wasn't much of a practicing Catholic as I knew her. She was spiritual, and her spirituality was kind of a very New Age oriented spirituality. A lot of her spiritual beliefs have to do with terms like 5-dimensionality and star beings and
All right, well done.
their souls. She felt very strongly
Tomorrow
about
is
the idea that she was
day 11 abs. See you then.
who incarnated
Peace out.
on this plane
Thanks for joining me.
in order to effect positive change and assist in healing.